There is a lot actually that I want to address today when it comes to the political world. In particular, what Cyril said in response to the response of other parties to his speech. He said that when we are debating, play the ball and don't play the man. I don't think many people understand exactly what that saying means. He also addressed Julius Malema and said, listen, you heard me 2 years ago when you spoke about my father. This is one of the first times that we have seen Cyril Ramaphosa being emotional when it comes to responding to other people. Usually, he's the cool, calm, collected president and never shows too much emotions unless if he's laughing or he's showing happiness. But when it comes to the sad part of himself, he never exposes himself to the public like he did to Julius Malema. Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Blackheart, the hustle continuer. Made to inspire your goals and dreams. 100% good quality clothes are now available at affordable prices. T-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, bucket hats, and more. Place your orders now. 06847366908. Instagram Black7576. Facebook page Blackheart.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I am your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, I'm addressing Cyril on his response to Julius Malema and also what he said about playing the ball. I think it's very important. To be honest with you, I never watched his whole response. I've come to a point where I can't listen to the man for more than 5 minutes. So the clips I'm going to play you is clips that are trending, that are cut, and to make a specific point. So I'm addressing these particular clips, these two clips that I'm going to play for you. I don't have the stamina or the appetite to sit down and look at Cyril Ramaphosa and listen to him for more than 10 minutes is too much, for more than 5 minutes. Because when he speaks every time, I'm asking myself, hey, but Lobabalo, does he think we don't know? Or does he think we don't think? Or I'm asking myself many questions. You know, he will go down undoubtedly, without a shadow of a doubt, the worst ANC president and the worst South African president, according to the economical growth, everything that happens during his term. When his term is done and over with, there will be little to none achievements that he will be able to boast about, and he'll have to live with that for the rest of his life. So let's just quickly listen to Cyril, what he said about playing the ball. I want to address this thing because it's very important, because this channel always talks about this, and I think metaphorically so. Other people don't understand what we say, you know, like we're speaking in riddles. Listen to Cyril, and I will give my thoughts after this.
It's important, Honorable Malema, that as we debate, we should play the ball and not the man. Now, you spend a considerable amount of time playing me, the man. What is important in building this country is to play the ball of development. You spend a lot of time talking about how the National Union of Mine Workers was formed. I would like you to read some books, but more importantly, I would like you to spend time to talk to people like Gwede Mantashe, who was a miner, who was one of the first members of the National Union of Mine Workers. I'd like you to speak to people like James Mutlatsi, who was the president of the National Union of Mine Workers. It's a pity that Elijah Bahai, a stalwart in our struggle in the African National Congress has passed on. We are building a shield and a spear that is going to improve the lives of mine workers. And they did exactly that. And this Anglo-American that you quote suffered the greatest brunt of the actions of mine workers. 5 years later after formation, being the largest union in this country, they embarked on a 21-day strike and stopped the entire mining industry in this country. And you call that a sellout position. That was not. Speak to Mondli Gungubele, who was a member of the NUM. Speak to many others. So in doing what you do, play the ball. The question I would ask, Va was J.
Marikana.
Va was J.
Now, guys, if you've been listening to my channel for some time now, you will know that I'm very big in this playing the ball thing and not the man thing. If you've been listening carefully, what he's saying there is actually right. Cyril Ramaphosa is the agent used by white monopoly capitalists. That is the notion that many people believe in South Africa. And I'm here to tell you guys that the institutions that were placed by the apartheid regime to supersede them after 1994 is the ball. We have an issue as Africans of never playing the ball and always playing the man. That is why men trend. Like when stories happen like VBS, we want the man, we want to play the man, and don't understand clearly the system that led to the man getting to an era. I'm not now taking him out of the responsibility of what he did in the ANC, but the African people has outthought us, had outthinked us in the situation of placing systems that fight for them when they are not there. And those systems is buying themselves into the ANC. And when they bought themselves into the ANC, instead of the ANC people creating counter systems, they rather played the man. And this is what the opposition is doing also. And I warned against this. I said, guys, 2029 is coming. Those elections are going to be the most contested elections because this will be the first time that the ANC is completely out of the race. It's no longer a speculation that the ANC will go under 30%. So the issue is, what is the systems that the white people are placing to push the DA to be stronger than the ANC come the 2029 elections? So if you play the man, you're going to focus on Cyril Ramaphosa. The next thing, he steps down and you are left with the system that you must fight, and you are not ready. The system of the IEC. Who trusts the IEC? What is the plans that we must have in fighting the IEC? The system of the funding of political parties. What must we do with this funding of the political parties? Is it a fair game of these millions and millions that are flushed down into the throats of political parties just to divide the black vote even further? We need to invest in the systems. The systems is the ball. Let's play the ball. I agree with Cyril Ramaphosa there. So the systems for me is the ball. And many times we are just focused on what the man said, and we forget about the system. So I want you, as you are watching this channel, every time when you are having even personal problems, even problems at work, just sit down and get into a quiet place and reflect on the problem and what is causing the problem in the ANC. There's a system there in the ANC, the ball, that is killing that ANC like a cancer. And if the ANC does not wake up with a counter system, the ANC will never recover ever again. So He also said that they are looking to improve the lives of mine workers. Mine workers in South Africa, under his rule of, under his command, he said the mine workers died because of Cyril Ramaphosa. Many people blame him for the death of Marikana mine workers. They died fighting for their lives to improve. And remember, it was a mere 12,500 rand they died for. 12,500 for a man that does not stay at home. They still have to send money at home. They still have to eat and survive at the mine houses and everything in the locations where they are staying. It's unthinkable for our people to have died for that, and he's part of those people that are fingered to be to have given the command for those the police to take what was the word? It was something like lethal action. Like do what you need to do to stop those people, in the words of Cyril. So we can't, guys. I hope I made it clear with the systems. What systems are we having? You understand what I'm saying? Now, after that, he addressed Julius Malema, the CIC, and wow, what an emotional response.
Honorable Malema, nalwena. Re na lo hwetša nako ya gore re dule fatshe re bolele. Ke nyaka gore re iphe nako mokgomana mošabi re ke re dule fatshe re bolele ka politiki gagolo politiki yane ya kgale e ke bonang gore a o e kwešišiše gabotse e ke bonang kare o na le wa itse wa fatlega ke nyaka gore re dule fatshe go etsetsa eng go etsetsa gore ha o ema mo o iphe nako ya gore o bolele ka seo se tlaisang ditaba tsa rena kwa pele. You know, o ile wa ema mo some 2 years ago wa roga papa wa ka Ware papa waka na ile ponisa. And yes, I'm proud to have been the son of a policeman, a very good policeman. Ke boletse le khunwa hao. And nka se ke ka ema mo ka rogang khunwa hao. Ka ba ne ke mo tlhompa, le wena ke a go tlhompa. Ke bolela so ka obane. Go tshwanetse gore ha re le politiking re ite hesi zauri re thompane re sumbedze uri ri ne zwine ra khou zwi ita ndi zwine zwa ḓo isa lushaka lwashu phanḓa. Hezwi zwe wa zwi amba hafha ndo wana uri a zwi ngo fara nne fhedzi hambi zwo fara na vhathu vhanzhi hambi. So kha ri dzule fhasi nne na iwe ri ambe zwavhuḓi nga uri holu lushaka runga lufhaṱa hani ni helela kwala ndi a livhuwa.
Now you know President Cyril Ramaphosa is emotional and he means what he's saying when he starts speaking in an African language, and in particular trying to speak Shivenda and Shipedi to address Julius Malema's heart, because you know when you speak someone's language you speak into their heart. He says, listen, we need to find time to sit down and we need to talk about politics, because I see, especially the history of politics, you are not so clued up with the politics. But then he brings something up out of the blue. He says, listen, 2 years ago you stood here and insulted me and insulted my father. But what he says after that does not address the insult that he's talking about. He says, you said my father was a police during the apartheid era. And then he says, I am proud of that. Yes, so what was the insult? You know, that your father was a spy, that your father was a pimpy. Address that. Say that, because you did not address it. Now we have to go back to 2 years ago to go and look for a clip where Julius Malema speaks about your father. We know the situation with your father. And he also then speaks about Julius Malema's grandmother. He says, listen, I have spoken to your grandmother, but I will never stand here and disrespect your grandmother. What do you mean? What is it that you want to disrespect? People, when they say this, it baffles me why a person wants to. What are you saying? Are you saying you are capable of doing the same? What exactly are you saying? Say, listen, let's respect each other. We are respecting each other, my president. The issue that many people don't understand, especially with the ANC and Cyril, is that we don't hate the man. I don't hate Cyril Ramaphosa. Understand? I hate what these people have turned the ANC into. That is the issue. There's no fight with them. We understand that they are agents that are used. They are puppets. That's why we call these people puppets on strings. They are used. It's not them, actually. Maybe some of you have met Cyril or Fikile Mbalula, maybe in person. Those people are actually great people. Maybe they are great fathers. I'm not so much sure about great husbands, as you know, the stories that are flying around. But it's nothing personal to them. For me, at least for me, it's nothing personal. It's politics. In politics, we're going to agree, we're going to disagree. So me disagreeing does not mean now I hate you personally as a human being. And that is what Julius Malema said when they were suspended last year, or was it this year, for the budget speech or the president's address, because they stormed the stage. He said, at no time or particular point were we going to hurt the president. Never. You were no physical threat to him. So for me, it's never personal with politics. We are sharing our thoughts. Probably we are wrong or we are right. Everyone is learning, but we are saying the direction of which Cyril Ramaphosa has come from his old days, including his father, where he got his education, who paid for his education, who funded him to open the National Union of Workers, and how he became president, why he failed to attend the inauguration of Nelson Mandela, how everything, when he took over, when he appointed Andre de Ruyter as the first white person to lead ESCOM, all those things that he did. It's just era after era, Marikana. We can go on and on, up to Pala Pala, up to the 1 billion that bought there. It's nothing personal to him. We're saying to him, we don't like what you are doing. And as an African person, you still have a chance to repent. We will forgive you. It's the colonizers that we will not forgive. But you will forgive as an African person if you stand up and tell us the truth before, the Lord in heaven calls you. So that is what Cyril must understand. Ladies and gentlemen, there are by-elections. We never speak about by-elections because they come and go so fast and other people are not aware of what is happening. So I just wanted to tell you guys there are by-elections in the Western Cape. In the Western Cape, we are talking about Senderberg or Kennerberg in Ward 2 and Stellenbosch in Ward 17. There's elections there. Make sure that you nominate your candidates there. And in August, the elections you'll be voting. The closing date is August. So make sure that as political parties, especially the smaller political parties, that you put in the work, because by elections, when you look at the numbers, because depending on how big the ward is, you can win by elections with 30 votes. You can win by elections with 50 votes, depending on how big that ward is and how the political participation is there. And also we have by elections in the Free State, Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga, Northwest. Obviously in the Free State is Ngwathe. That is in Ward 7 in Ngwathe. And also in Gauteng, it will be the city of Johannesburg. In Gauteng, it will be the city of Tshwane. Those are Ward 92. In Johannesburg, obviously, it will be 87 and 89. In KwaZulu-Natal, eThekwini, in Ward 34 there will be by-elections. Mpumalanga, Nkomazi has got by-elections on Ward 17, and also in Northwest in Madibeng there is by-election in Ward 17 and 130, and also in Rustenburg in Ward 45. So thank you so much, guys. I'm just giving that information out. Let me tell you, I am shocked beyond measure with the support that you Africans are giving to Paseta. I'm full with joy, to a point of tears, seeing you guys answering to the call of Paseta. My goodness, may God bless you guys. May God bless you guys. For those who don't know, Paseta is the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture, the new school that we are building in answering the cry of Africans about the educational system that is not assisting us as Africans. So I've made a call on a live on Sunday, and I said, please guys, can I have 10,000 people donating 50 Rand? And my goodness, did Africans answer. Greece, Finland, Italy, America, Africa, South Africa, like everyone was just, King, here's my 50 Rand. And some said, listen, I don't have much, but here's a 200 Rand, here's 100 Rand. We even have members that donated 1,000 Rand. I am shocked and I'm touched. The team said, I must tell you that thank you so much. Do not stop now. Continue to build this school with us. So without saying too much, thank you so much, guys. For those who don't know, the bank account is Capitec account. It's on your screen right now. There's phone numbers there that you can WhatsApp. Please don't call, just WhatsApp. Just WhatsApp those numbers. I will respond to your WhatsApps. And make sure that you deposit your 50 Rand to the bank account on your screen right now. If you feel like you can do a little bit more than 50 Rand, please make sure. And this call is for everyone that's working. Anyone that is not working and that's struggling, do not go and hustle and tussle just to take out a 50 Rand. We understand, African child, it's not easy. Just for you watching these videos and everything, that is support enough. Thank you so much, guys. Until we meet next time, don't forget also to tune into African Mojolo. More content is dropping today, tomorrow and Wednesday, and make sure that you are watching those content that is dropping on African Mojolo. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.